asiwafuna makwala asiwafuna mavelashona asifuna imidlwembe sifuna makabane kathambo asiwafuna makwala asiwafuna mavelashona asifuna imidlwembe sifuna makabane kathambo
Mancha Wetu Mata Garona Matimba Aina Panzira Bataka Mene Panze Amanja Down with National Treasury Down with Super Ministry down Amanja away to down with the austerity measures down with the austerity measures down. Long live the spirit of no surrender, long live. Long live the spirit of no surrender, long live. Viva Popcru, viva! Viva Popcru, viva! Kandaya Popcru, kandaya! Kandaya Popcru, kandaya! Run, Kotoro, and run! Run, Kotoro, and run! Manja! Wetu! Comrades, we are in the National Treasury now. This is an office that is exposing our members to danger with the budget cuts that are implemented by this department. We want comrades to just warn this department that it is not a super ministry. We want to state clearly here today that our police are killed each and every day because of these budget cuts. We want to say our members are butchered every day in correctional centers because of this department. We are saying there are a lot of fatalities in the road because there are no traffic officers that are employed. We are giving you a warning shot. We are giving you a warning shot. We are not going to accept 3%. We reject it vehemently. We want 10%. Our members are suffering because of the inflation, and we want to give them an increment that is below inflation. We are not going to take it. Arrogance that is displayed by this department to decide that how much is going to be given public service workers must come to an end now. Must come to an end now. We are giving you a warning shot. This office cannot be controlled outside of this country. This office have got voters who voted for them to control the monies of this country. The rating agencies must stop now to control these offices. The Bretton Woods offices must stop now to control this office. This office must be controlled by the voters in this country. We can't take it anymore. We are fed up. We have decided to give yourself 3% without negotiating. You also want to give actually people who are earning 5,000 rand 3%. We say no to 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 1,000 rand. We say no to 1,000 rand. We'll never accept, comrade, this phenomenon that is called the 1,000 rand that is given the workers, because that is a grant. We are workers, we can't get a grant. We are workers, we can't get a grant. We are no pensioners. We want our money. We want our money. We are saying take that 1,000 rand and put it in a pensionable salary. That's what we are saying. Because that 1,000 rand is a ploy to casualize public service. We will never accept that 1,000 rand. We will never accept 3%. You must not allow yourself to be controlled by Bretton Woods. We are warning you. We are saying we want our money because of your self-reneging from Resolution 1 of 2018. We want our money. Bargaining matters cannot be dictated by the court of law. Bargaining matters must end in a bargaining council. We are saying this department must come forward so that we'll discuss how do we resolve the matter of the money that they are owing us. We are not going to take it anymore. We are going straight to the president to intervene on these matters. But we want to warn this office to say, down with austerity measures, down. Down with austerity measures, down. We want more members in correctional centers, we want more. We want more members in traffic, we want more. We want more members in SAPS, we want more. We want promotions in SAPS, we want promotions. We want promotions in correctional services, we want promotions. We want promotions in traffic department, we want promotions. Mandla! Pay public service workers, pay! Pay public service workers, pay! Mandla!
Yemzabalazwe ayekuphila babantu yemzabalazwe Nelson Mandela wayekhona yemzabalazwe Jacob Zuma wayekhona
President of COSATU, our own member of Popcru in good standing, Comrade Zingis.
Amandla! Long live Popcru, long live! Long live COSATU, long live! Eita, Fasimba, Eita! Eita, the Revolutionary Alliance, Eita! Thank you very much, President. Allow me to acknowledge the President of Popcru, President Tabekulu, the National Office Bearers, the NEC, the National Office Bearers of COSATU and the CEC leaders that are here, leaders and members of Popcru in the security cluster, Ndinibulise Makabane, COSATU, Uti, we are here today to pledge our support and solidarity with Popcru members who are members of COSATU. I want to start here, President, when the ministers are here, that workers are demanding 10% of the salary increase. And let me simplify it. What does it mean? A 3% of what the public office bearers, your MPs, your ministers, your mayors have been given. It is equal to 33,000 for an ordinary MP per annum, which is 2,800 per month. When you give workers here 3%, it means a month you are giving them an increase of 450 rands. They are demanding 10%. What does that mean? 10%, it means that They are only demanding 1,500 or 1,400 a month, which is almost equal to the 3% that an ordinary MP is receiving when you give them 3%. So it is not much that workers are demanding when they are demanding 10%. Remember, they are the ones that had to deal with the violence that took place, Minister, in KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng. They had to be called out to defend the economy, to defend the people of South Africa. They are the ones that are deemed essential services. When we have to make law and order a day-to-day issue in this country, you rely on them to make sure that all those that must enter South Africa at the borders of our country are the ones that are legally registered. You rely on these public servants, these security cluster workers. So when they are demanding 10%, it is equal to what MPs have been given in Parliament. And therefore they are deserving of it. We are also saying as a federation, it is not yet Uhuru. When the resolution 1 of 2018, that last leg has not been paid to workers. Minister, and we understand that at times you speak on this issue, that you can't have a police service that is undercut in terms of budget, and yet they are expected to fight crime and corruption in our country. Hence, we are saying down with austerity measures. Treasury must be told that asifuni budget ezasicela into yoba ngaba kufuneka sihambe siyokhatha kwi-public service space. The population in our country continues to grow, but the public servants are continuing to shrink. Those that have retired and those that died in service are not being replaced, but you are expecting the ones that are on duty to manage a population that is continuing to rise. Crime is rampant in our country, Minister. And you are expected as the Minister of Correctional Services to manage things that society and community has not been able to. Hence, we are saying your employees, which are our members, are saying in order for them to be effective at work, you need to fill in the vacant post. You need to look into the conditions of work so that they are able to rehabilitate members of society that have lost hope. So COSATU is saying, we are not going to accept austerity measures. It's a pity Treasury is not here, but this one you got Treasury. Because this one you got Treasury. We can't have a budget that is run somewhere outside this country, and yet it does not talk to the needs of the people of South Africa. So we are saying as a federation, we are here to deliver a message of support, Mongameli City. We are with Popcru. Siyahamba siyenkomfeni, sizawufika kwi-Congress yeCOSATU next week, sithathe i-resolution exactly on these matters. There are going to be issues of policy. We are going to debate issues of policy, issues of security in our country, but we want to say that in order for us to be able to have a country that is proud of its future, that is able to build a country where the next generation is going to feel safe, we need to take care of those that must deliver the service, which are public servants that are here in front of us, which are the security cluster in our country. And therefore what they are demanding is nothing more than what is due to them. Why here Makabane as a federation city pambili nomzabalazo wabasebenzi pambili. Malibongwe. Thank you very much.
Uvalo tololo, uvalo tololo. Anza, wetu, ata, kuyaruna sisebenze ucele kanzima sisebenzele imali encane sisebenza zele ucele kanzima zele imali encane sisebenza zele ucele kanzima zele imali encane sisebenza zele ucele kanzima zele imali encane kulikhulu okunzima benyukela kulikhulu kunzima kenyukela kodwa sohlala silova zelundosi kanzima sohlala sinyova undosi kanzima kulikhulu kunzima kenyukela kulikhulu kunzima kenyukela oh kodwa sohlala sinyova zelucele kanzima kodwa sohlala sinyova zelucele kanzima kwaze kwalukhulu okunzima kenyukela kulikhulu kunzima kenyukela amandla awethu viva Kosatu viva viva Kosatu viva viva sesiphi viva amandla awethu matla kuyaruna. Thank you very much. Comrade President, Comrade leadership of Kosatu that are here, Comrade leadership of the SICP, comrades, leadership that worked day and night for us to be able to be here. Ngiyanibonga maqabane. Ngiyanibonga nonke. Siyanibonga. Ngani ngoba masipatshela ukuthi akusebenzeki abasilaleli. When we tell them that we can't stomach it any longer, they can't listen. We can no longer operate as family members. We can't go to work. We can't take our children to school. We don't have a salary. We have a stipend in the police, correctional service, in the whole public service. And we want to say today, this is not a statement of intent. This is what is going to happen. This is what is going to happen. We are undermined because at all times we told we are essential service. Everybody tell us we are essential service and we're getting muzzled just because of this thing of being essential service. Today we say this is not a statement of intent. we will go to a strike. We came here to the President, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. We want to tell him that no president could be proud of a police officer, a correctional officer, a traffic officer that has got no house to stay. Or every day you tell people that you can fight crime. Where does your human capital come from? It comes from Mkukwini. We come from the shacks. Which country is proud of its police officers, correctional officers and traffic officers who emerged from the squatter camp? Even apartheid did not do this. Even apartheid have not done to us as we are, as it is happening now. It can't be, comrade. It can't be normal that a public servant can't buy a house and he also can't even afford to buy an RDP. What are we supposed to do? All the time we told crime, crime, we have to die on the ground. But we die and we fight crime and go back to the squatter camp. And we're saying this is not a statement of intent. This is not a statement of intent. Today is the beginning of our program. This is the beginning of our program. Even if you plan austerity measures, I have never heard of any crime that does as our country do. Never. Never. We're saying, Minister Ndosi and Minister Lamula, we thank you, you are here. We are going to give you to leave your office and everything. Because what is the use of staying because we don't have salary? 3 financial years without a salary increment. 3 financial years without a salary increment. And we want to say today, whether there is nothing to negotiate for. There is nothing to negotiate for. We can't sit down and negotiate for 3%. There are many things that we have to do as social movements. There are many things that we have to look at, issues of inequality, issues of other things that we have abandoned trying to negotiate with government that don't listen. And it's very bad, comrades. It is very bad because people that we are talking to understand where we come from. And you have got this. You can't hide behind the treasury. That treasury, one day we will invade it. We will invade it because they sit there and think that even the ministers in the finance think that they are super ministers. And they are super ministers who have moved away from South Africa and they are living somewhere. We can't afford to live. Petrol is high. Petrol is high. And we have to make amendment when we come to police stations. Police stations can't work. They don't have diesel. And we have to amend with our little salary. Some police stations, as people are talking about schools that do not have sanitation. Some police stations, comrade, are under-resourced. You go to Eastern Cape, down there you find a police station without electricity. Not because it's load shedding, but it's because there is no infrastructure that brings electricity in that station. A police officer is sitting alone with a little candle, and we say it can't be like this. It is the beginning of our program. The essential service soithatha siyoyishiya ofisini. This essential service will leave them in the office and be free and fight our fight, because we are tired of this. This is the statement we want to say today. Anyone who think that Popcru will sign this agreement is dreaming. We are not going to sign 3%. Count us out. We are not even going to listen to you. As is, we sign an agreement. But what we say, try to enforce it on us. We will retaliate. And we will retaliate, comrades. And now, comrade, from now, every comrade go back and mobilize other comrades. This long walk to freedom is starting today. This long walk to freedom is starting today. We want to tell also the president of our country. We want to tell him the message is coming straight to him. He's the leader of the armed forces. He's the leader of the armed forces. He's our commander. Comrade Ramaphosa is our commander. We are telling him, it's no longer about begging now. We tell him. We want to tell him that, President, please wake up. President, you are deep in the sleep. Mongameli, you are deep in the sleep. Wake up. We cannot every day of our life we do policing. We do policing on areas that have got no electricity. We can't afford that. Our members are dying every day on the ground. And as they're dying on the ground, it's worse if we have to operate in the dark. And we can't be told that this problem cannot be resolved. If you give us the reason why is it not resolved, as if you tell us the reason, it must be a reason that convinces all of us. But reasons that are being told left and right, we don't want that. We want electricity. If the minister of the SOEs is failing, why are you not changing him? Why do you keep sending home people who are the workers, the decision maker? We can't operate, we can't fight crime in the dark. We can't do that. Those prisoners cannot be rehabilitated in the dark. We can't operate in the dark. And this issue of electricity, if ourselves as workers we don't stand up for it, it takes another detour. And we are not going to compromise on it. Because if investors can't come in South Africa and invest, in the light of unemployment that we have in our country, police will always die. And we want to say the issue of electricity must be addressed now. Address the issue of electricity as soon as possible. We can't operate in the dark. Yes, we can't. We can't, it's not our fault. Crime is rising. Criminals can't be rehabilitated because of this thing. We are in trouble. And we want to tell the ministers today that we can't keep on dying. And our death is worsened by this extreme scarcity of electricity. And we're saying we are tired now. Police are dying. As police are dying, it has become a normal thing that police are dying. We're saying all those police officers, Minister, those police officers that you are jealously keeping them in offices, let them come, let's fight crime. There are people that are so light who are trained as police officers, let them come down. Minister, we are saying those people that you are keeping in the office in correctional services, rehabilitation happens on the ground. It does not happen at head office. It does not happen there. Here we talk about operations. We want to warn, give a warning to Minister Mbalula. The resolution, one resolution of the ANC in 2007 said, let's go back, let's bring all kind of police together and have a one police service as the constitution dictates. But Mbalula is keeping all his forces to different places. There is border, there is whatever, they've got all the kind what you call. All of us sitting here, comrades, all of us sitting here, standing here, we all complain about a very useless thing, a tool of operation. We all complain about uniform. There are no uniform in the police everywhere. There are no uniform. Simple thing. They identify ourselves from other people. And how are you going to deliver on major issues? Siyacela comrades. Sithi le program yethu iyaqala ngoku. It's starting. From here we go to Parliament in Cape Town. And there we are going to sleep. We are not going to march and go home. We are going to march and sleep there. Because we have sat down and persevere. But no, we can no longer take it. We want salaries. We want better life. We want just salaries. 10% is not even above the said 7% inflation. We just need 10%. After 3 years having not been increased, just 10%. That is what we want. There are those here who want to politicize this thing, the problems that we have in the police, who identify individuals as cause of crime. No, crime is an endemic, comrade. Crime is here in South Africa. We want all of us to bring putting our heads together. But Ndosi, we want you to help us call police in Daba so that we'll be able to tell these academics. We want to tell these academics what is the problem. But if you keep on shielding the issues of police, they will say go. Because we want the police in Daba, Minister Lamula and Minister Tele, we want police in Daba now. We want to talk about crime. We want to talk about crime because crime is a problem. And nobody can invest in such a crime-infested country. And crime cannot be normal. But if you allow the discussions to be led by other people outside, and you expect us to follow, we will be out of order and engage on crime issues. So we say, lead us, we want police in Daba as soon as possible. Because in this policing, it's like the criminal justice, the criminal justice departments are operating in silos. They've got no common vision. They've got no common strategic vision. Everyone operate on his one. We want a plan for criminal justice cluster as to how are we going to fight crime. Not just everyone in his office talking different things. We want police in Daba as soon as possible. The message that goes to the president is that resolution 1 of 2018 it's still standing. We did not elect the court. We elected the leaders. We elected the leaders. How did we find ourselves in court for this matter to be resolved? A matter that we should have sat down and solved it amongst ourselves. How did we arrive there? President, you still owe us. You owe us. Back on crime, comrade. We're saying we condemn the participation of soldiers in crime fighting. We condemn the participation of soldiers. That is desperation level. That is, I don't understand. Those people are not trained to police. A contradiction. You take soldiers to roam around the street and patrol. And you leave the borders of South Africa under private sector. There is a joke of the year. There is a joke of the century. We say, remove that border management, private people in the borders, so that we could deal with the issues of people who come here undocumented. And every person don't listen when people saying, we have got a problem in the downtowns because they are not there. And we want the problems to be solved. But you can't solve it in this fashion. 2018's resolution 1, we need to sit down, President, and tell us how are you going to pay us back. Because that is an agreement. And if we can leave this agreement unattended, that means we must forget about bargaining. We must forget about bargaining because everyone who will come will undermine bargaining. We want to sit down on this matter. Amen. It is outside salaries. It's a matter that is standing and that has not yet been resolved. Soldiers in the street is an act of desperation. Is an act of desperation. We want more police. We want more police. We want more correctional officers. We want more correctional officers in our programs of rehabilitation. City asisafuni no other correctional center that must be built in town or in the city. All correctional centers must be built in the farms. Correctional service must be able to assist our young people whom are groomed from the university to become farmers of tomorrow. Agri, whatever, can never assist our kids, but correctional service can assist in making sure that our kids who studied agriculture are able to get practice. And all correct. We don't want sun cities. We don't want box bags. We don't want any new center that is built, what you call, inside city or towns. We want prisoners to work. They must stop calling rights and not understanding obligations that goes with rights. Tina, in South Africa, all our awards, Comrade Lamula, are no longer prison officials, correctional officials. They are the waitresses that supply the rights of prisoners in prison. We are no longer that pride that we have. We are the waitresses who carry plates. We carry plates full of rights of prisoners from the morning till at night. We want these prisoners to work for their salaries. And we want South Africa to stop when a breadwinner is arrested and detained in prison. The whole family is detained. We want prisoners to work for their salaries like it happened everywhere. You have gone to different countries, you have benchmarked yourself with them. But what is happening in South Africa, we can't take it. We can't take it. We can't have such a deviation from correctional service that we can no longer rehabilitate, but we're just there. It can't happen. We understand our job. Don't keep us in offices. Take the warders down there on the street. Comrade Chair. We want to tell the president this. We want to say Mongameli welizwe. Siyahamba siyekhaya. We are going back home. We give you today a memorandum, but we don't want you to answer and send us a response to the memorandum. We want to talk to you.
Yes. Action.
Because we want action.
Yes.
And we want action now. But to the minister, this is what we say. Ministers, there is that thing next to a danger allowance. It's an insult that we are dying on the ground. We are being butchered by prisoners in prison just for 400 rand. Just for 400 rand. All the time, Minister, we see you gravitating from one funeral to another funeral, which we appreciate you are doing. But we want to you. But could you tell them that this man who is lying here in a coffin have died for 400 rand? Every year we called here in the commemoration of police who died. All promises are done. But you go back to the families of widows and widowers. It's only Popcru take care of them. Through the little that we are bringing together. But the department says, okay, he's dead. Let's get another soldier on the street. We say, Minister, we can't die for 400 rand. And Minister, we don't want you to respond to us in writing. Act, it's within your jurisdiction, it's within your power. Give us more. All of us as public servants, we told that is a housing allowance. 1,200. It can't afford me a room in Tembisa. It can't afford me a room in Hammanskraal. 1,200. And everybody is complaining police are doing nothing. We want a new rehabilitation program. But we are going to use this one. We are going to use this one that we have. And we are going to use it optimally so. The one that we have. All those who have been appointed by the Jali Commission, because austerity measures are affecting us because of them. All those who have been fingered by the Jali Commission, City Minister Lamula, we will treat them very well with this rehabilitation program from the time they enter the gate of prison up until where they were going to sit. We are going to use this program because this program is important to rehabilitate such people. And we say, comrades, from now once more, it's the beginning of our program. Don't go away and throw away your techies. Don't go and throw away your tracksuit. Don't go out and dream about something else. The program has started. From here, after the COSATU conference, you will hear from us. The structures of Popcru will sit. And they've already mentioned that we are going to Cape Town. Whether we have parliament or a DA hall, we don't care. But we are going there because there we are going to sit down for days. We want salary. We want 10%. Viva 10%, viva! Viva 10%, viva! Amanda! Away two! Mata! Alpumi police office in Alpume! Alpumi ward office in Alpume! Alpume is also Benzala. Thank you very much. Amanda!
Mabala Jigelel. Mukabadin. Come and read them, the memorandum. Come through and read the memorandum. We are here, comrades. We must put the message across very clear. President have said matching orders. We all had. And as this discipline detachment of the left, say Bambi, Mugabadi. Mansha, viva Popcru, viva. Qina msebenzi uzonqoba, qina. Kandaya Popcru, kandaya. Kandaya Popcru, kandaya. Phansi ngamaqhweha nabathathi phansi. Phansi ngamaqhweha nabathathi phansi. Helele wenyamazana. Helele wenyamazana. Helele wenyamazana. Helele wenyamazana. Hathe hlale hlathi. Hlale hlathi. Hathe hlale hlathi. Hlale hlathi. Helele wenyamazana. Wenyama. Helele wenyamazana. Helele wenyamazana. Wenyama. Helele wenyamazana. Hathe hlale hlathi. Hathe hlale hlathi. Hathe hlale hlathi. Hathe hlale hlathi. Mandla. Run, Kodongwana, run. Run, Kodongwana, run. Down with 3% down. Down with 3% down. Phambili with 10% phambili. Phambili with 10% phambili. Mandla. Mandla. More workers in SAPS, more workers. More workers in correctional services, more workers. More workers in traffic department, more workers. Mandla. Down with austerity measures, down. Down with austerity measures, down. Down with rating agencies, down. Down with rating agencies, down. Down with budget cuts, down. Mandla. Away, two. Comrades, thank you very much. I know that the president have already delivered, comrade, this memorandum. But comrade, we want to make actually a warning here. That one day there will be no police in the street of South Africa. One day there will be no correctional center, officers in the correctional center. One day there will be no traffic officers in the street of this country. And therefore we're saying then the president must listen. And we're saying we know very well that the president have deployed on his behalf Minister Lamula. I know that you'll relay this message as it has been actually delivered here. One also to say and appreciate that the ministers, indeed, they acceded to our call when we said we want actually to give this memorandum to them. Because it is our comrade, we have taken a decision that will take this memorandum to the presidents and also all sectors where we are organizing. Want to start by saying, comrade, this memorandum, comrade, talks exactly to the issues that you said we must deliver. Hence then, I'm not actually going to waste your time, comrade, and read it word by word. But I will just, comrade, go straight to our demands, because it's getting late. I want to say, comrade, on the South African Police Service, our demand is that, comrade. Want to state clearly, comrades, say we reject 3% wage increment and reject the 1,000 gratuity on the current salary negotiation. We're saying, comrade, we're not pensioners. We can't be given grants. And we want to say, comrade, we can't be given 3% when we waste workers' money to go to bargaining council and negotiate for 3%. It is our firm view that we're being undermined by this government. And therefore, comrade, we demand 10%. We're saying we demand the payment of the last leg of agreement, 1 of 2018. We're saying if this matter is not resolved, comrade, it will always be an albatross in our neck with government. And we're saying this matter must be addressed. The President has alluded here that we did not, comrade, matters of bargaining cannot be dictated by the court of law. But they must be, comrade, bargained at the bargaining council. And therefore we're saying, comrade, we want our money. We want our money. We are owed money here. 3, comrade, we said the reversal of austerity measures and budget cuts. We want to say, comrade, we need national treasury that will defend, comrade, that will defend the public servants in this country. We don't need, comrade, the national treasury that is controlled outside of this country. We don't need the national treasury that will be told by the rating agencies that the wage bill, comrade, is too high and too big. We don't want that. Want to say, comrade, this wage bill, comrade, this wage bill, it's not, comrade, as big as they are saying, because our communities, comrade, need the services. And we have never advocated in this alliance, comrade. We have never advocated for a lean state. We said we want to build a state that will have a capacity to service our people. And therefore, that is why I want to say, comrade, we are saying down with austerity measures, down. Down with austerity measures, down. Want to say again, comrade, the arrogance that is displayed by National Treasury, we're no longer going to take it anymore. We're no longer negotiating, comrade, in the public service, coordinating bargaining council. They just tell us that we've got 20 billion. Public service workers will take this 20 billion. That means there are no negotiations in that bargaining council. That means, comrade, we are undermined actually by the National Treasury. And we want to give them actually a warning shot, comrade. The lack of sufficient uniform and inadequate clothing allowance. We are saying, comrade, it is not the responsibility of the union to go and tell the employer to provide uniform. An employer has got an obligation in all sectors where we are organizing to provide uniform. The development of the implementation and promotion policy and great progression. You can't have workers, comrade, that cannot be, that don't have actually an upward mobility in the workplace. Hence we are saying, comrade, the great progression of the police, we need it now. The promotion policy of the correctional officers, we need it now. The promotion and the career pathing of the public service workers, employees, we need it now. It can't be, comrade, that you've got generals in the SAPS that have spent only 3 years in the rank, but they are expecting members that are working currently to spend 13, 15 years in the rank. It cannot be correct. I know that we're finalizing now, we're finalizing the promotion policy with the correctional services. We want actually to thank, comrade, the cooperation that they are giving in finalizing that promotion policy. But we want that promotion policy now. One also, comrade, to a lack of clear career pathing, as we have said in the Public Service Act. was saying if SAPS is failing, comrade, to develop a clear career pathing of our members, then they must incorporate those members to Public Service Act. Because we cannot allow, comrades, members that are working 20 years without any movement. So we're clear, comrade, on that one. The building of safe police station and more correctional facilities to deal with overcrowding. It cannot happen, comrade, that in 2009, when we signed an agreement with the Department of Correctional Services, we had a staff complement of 48,000. Today, we've got a staff complement of 38,000. And it's only 27,000 home bodies that are cutting offenders. It cannot be, comrade. Yet the number of offenders, comrade, or prisoners, comrade, it's going up each and every day. So we're not going to tolerate that, comrade. So I want to say, Minister, if we are going to ask for money for NPA to arrest more people, also look for money for correctional services to employ more workers. Want to say, comrade, also employment of more in SAPS, DSS and traffic. Hence, we have actually alluded, comrade, to the fact that we're sick and tired of the budget cuts that are implemented unilaterally by National Treasury. We want more workers in those departments. Those departments, comrade, hey, we're not in the church there. We have to fight, comrade, the criminals each and every day. And therefore, we need more, comrade, correctional officials, more police that need to be appointed. The non-implementation of all signed agreement. We can't waste workers' money, comrade, to enforce all the agreements that have been signed. Because departments sign the agreement, but they can't implement them. That is wrong and it can't be correct. Increase, comrade, all danger allowance in all sectors. You can't have a danger allowance that is dwarf, comrade. You can't have a danger allowance that does not grow. Yet, comrade, there is food that its prices is skyrocketing. There is petrol that is going up each and every month in this country. There is tariff of electricity that is going up, comrade. The school fees are going up each and every day. The implementation of the housing allowance, I think the president have touched it, comrade. If you look at the floods in KZN, some of our members were washed by those floods because of the houses that they were renting in those places. You can't have police, comrade, that are not going to be able to afford houses. You can't have correctional officials that are not going to afford houses. Access to portion of pension funds before retirement. It's a matter that we have raised, comrade. Because they don't give us salaries, then they must be able, comrade, to give us our pension. We need to access that. When you say, comrade, the implementation of Triple SPC Agreement 2 of 2018 great progression of constable to sergeant to warrant officers. SAPS has got a responsibility to create progress, the police, comrade. We can't go and ask them that. We also want, comrade, the incorporation of Public Service Act personnel into SAPS. We have said that. A clear upward mobility for all SAPS members, including PSA members. The employment, comrade, of hospital guards and security guards and reservists. We're clear in terms of that. Reinstatement of all dismissed members, comrade. The full implementation of the restructuring. Because we're still saying, comrade, there is no need to have a heavy structure in SAPS when the work is on the ground. We're saying those who are in those offices must go down and fight crime on the ground. Police killing should be categorized as treason, comrade. You can't have a country where every day, comrade, when you wake up, a police has been killed. And there's nothing that is happening. Hence, we're saying these matters should be addressed. We're saying in the Department of Correctional Services, establish, comrade, the provincial, not regions. We're saying our constitution is very clear, comrade, how many, comrade, spheres of government that we need to have. We can't have regions. We want to have provinces. You can't have an LMN, comrade. That in Mpumalanga, its head office is in Pretoria. It does not make sense. There's no logic on that. Hence then we demand, comrade, that. On the shift pattern, we know, Minister, that you committed that you want actually to deal with these matters. But we want to say, comrade, these matters must be expedited. Because we've got the challenge that in correctional services, the current shift system that we're working is unlawful. And therefore, we need to have a lawful shift system in the Department of Correctional Services. Infrastructure, comrade. We've got a problem of the dilapidating infrastructure in all the sectors where we're working. This thing that is called public works is not helping. This thing that is called public works, comrade, we don't want public works in the security departments. Because everything is urgent there. And there is no urgency in the public service, in the public works, comrade. One program will take 6 to 10 years to fly. It cannot be, comrade. So some of the correctional centers as we speak today, comrade, it's a shame if you can go there and see how our members are subjected to. We have said it clearly in terms of the promotion policy that we want promotion policy in all the sectors. And we said the president must consider that, comrade, must talk to National Trade to release money for such program and policies. Want to say, comrade, also review Resolution 2 of 2009 in totality, employ more members as we have alluded. Want to say, comrade, also on the Department of Traffic. We've been saying, comrade, for quite a number of time to say, on numerous times we've been saying, nationalize Department of Traffic, nationalize. Nationalize Department of Traffic, nationalize. You can't have a department, comrade, that fall in public works in other department, fall in the Department of Transport in other department. Want to say, comrade, we demand that Department of Traffic, Traffic, comrade, must be nationalized as soon as possible. Want to say again, comrade, the very same, comrade, decision that was taken in Puluwan of a single police, comrade, service must be expedited. You can't have a, comrade, the crime that is going high, where people are murdered in this country, but you find Metro standing on the road, yet people are dying in the township in Mandeni, people are dying in the township in Soweto, but you find Metro sitting there on the road. That means there's a problem, comrade. It does not mean you don't have numbers, but other police are not doing the work as it is expected. Therefore, comrade, was saying, we want a single police service in this country. So with all, comrade, our demand as the president is saying that we can't police, comrade, in the dark. We're saying there must be intervention on the matter of ESCOM as urgent as possible. You can't have police stations, comrade, that sit for 4 hours without electricity. So we demand that there must be comrade, an intervention that is going to be fast-tracked by our government in dealing with the matters of ESCOM. We therefore, comrade, call the minister from the presidency. We give them the 21 days to respond. President have said it clear, comrade. We don't want, comrade, a response. We want a response where we'll be able to interact with the president, where we'll be able to interact with the ministers, face to face. We don't want a response that will be written. And then we'll call the minister, Lamula.
Oh, Yahweh, 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 Matata. Oh, Yahweh, 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 Matata. Ygalere lebota, Yahweh, Matata. Oh, Ygalere lebota, Yahweh, Matata. Oh, Yahweh. Oh, Yahweh, Matata. Amanda. Now that they've signed, funa ukuthi baphendule. Amanda, to the leadership of Popcru, nabonke abasebenzi abakhona la, we have indeed received the memorandum, and as you are aware, we have to take it through the processes of the bargaining council and all processes. We will take it through and ensure that the issues that have been raised we will take it through the processes, and on the issues that have been raised with regard to correctional services, we have noted all of them. Thank you very much. Manja! Sizithunywa. Yebo. Sithunyiwe, siwasayinile amamemo ayendaweni ehlukile, neyamaphoyisa ikhona, leyayindaweni ehlukile izala, bese bekhona kwa treasurer, bekhona president oboyifunda la, sizowafaka endaweni ehlukene kulawo ma minister fanele kuyakhona, siyobachazela ukuthi nitheni, siyobachazela ukuthi sizweni, siyobachazela ukuthi nifunani. Ngeke ngimela nkamba manga. No. Ngeke ngimela nkamba manga. Sizochaza la efanele sichaze khona, sikwazi ukuya sibuyise impendulo. Otherwise, mangithi somana sithi siyaphendula singawafundile akuzusiza lutho. Amanda. Manta wethu Matla Keruna Matimba Aina Viva Popcru, viva Popcru, viva. We love you Popcru, we love you. Amanda awethu Matla sihamba siye Union Building. Magabasilalelwa siye Union Building. But I want you to tell you this. When we go to the Union Building, you don't wait. When we go to Parliament, sorry. These are the provisions you must prepare. You must prepare for the blanket to sleep. And Popcru will prepare enough food for us to stay there until we are listened to. But for now, comrade, thank you very much. Thanks to the leadership. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to yourselves. Thanks to yourselves, comrade. Don't throw away your turkeys. We are going to Parliament. If it need be, we will march to somebody's house. Amanda, away to Martha. Thank you very much. Please, Amapasi. Please, amabhasi ahambe kahle. Travel safe, comrade. Travel safe. I understand some of you are going for examinations. Good luck. And please, we love your families. Bye-bye, comrades.
Israel